In the heart of the Verdant Realm, where emerald hills met a forest so ancient its trees seemed to hum with the earth's pulse, stood the Whispering Willow. Its silver-green leaves shimmered under moonlight, and its gnarled branches stretched like arms embracing the stars. At its roots lived Sylvie, a girl of 16 with eyes like moss and a heart attuned to the forest's secrets. Orphaned as a babe, she'd been raised by the willow, which whispered to her in a voice soft as a breeze, teaching her the lore of healing herbs, the paths of hidden springs, and the unspoken dreams of every creature in the wood. Sylvie's gift made her the forest's guardian. Villagers from the nearby hamlet of Greenhollow sought her for remedies: a salve for fever, a tea for sorrow, or a charm to soothe a restless beast. With the willow's guidance, she wove their needs into reality, and the verdant realm bloomed with life. Deer grazed in meadows bursting with wildflowers, streams sang crystal-clear songs, and even the winds carried laughter. The villagers left baskets of bread, honey, and woven blankets at the forest's edge, never daring to trespass too far, for the willow's whispers were Sylvie's alone to hear. Far beyond the hills, in a cold stone castle perched on a crag, ruled King Eldrick, a man whose vanity outshone the sun. His hair, once raven black, now streaked with silver, and his mirror mocked him daily. Eldrick craved eternal youth, hoarding potions and charms that promised to defy time, but none worked. His court whispered of failure, and his temper grew sharp as a blade. One evening, a spy returned from Greenhollow, with tales of Sylvie and the Whispering Willow, whose heartwood, it was said, held the secret to immortality. Eldrick's eyes gleamed. "I will have that tree's power," he vowed, "or burn the forest to ash." Word of Eldrick's greed reached Sylvie in a dream, carried by the willow's trembling leaves. She woke at dawn, her heart heavy, and knelt at the tree's roots. "What can I do against a king?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The willow's branches swayed, and its voice, like a melody woven from starlight, answered, "Gather the forest's children, Sylvie. Unity is stronger than steel. Trust in their hearts and mine." Sylvie rose, her resolve hardening. She ran through the forest, calling to its creatures. First came the deer, swift and silent, their antlers crowned with moss. Then the birds, sparrows, hawks, and owls whose keen eyes saw beyond the horizon. The wolves answered next, their howls a promise of fierce loyalty. Even the squirrels, small but cunning, chattered their willingness to fight. Sylvie shared the willow's plan, and the forest buzzed with purpose. Days later, Eldrick's army marched, their boots trampling the earth, axes glinting in the sun. 100 men strong, they carried torches and chains, their banners snapping in the wind. Eldrick rode at their head, his golden crown a stark contrast to the forest's green. Sylvie watched from a ridge, her heart pounding but her spirit unbroken. She whispered to the wind, "Now, friends." The birds struck first, diving from the canopy to weave illusions of fog with their wings, a trick taught by the willow's ancient magic. The soldiers stumbled, their torches dimming in the sudden mist. The deer darted through the ranks, leading men astray into brambles and bogs, their paths twisting like a maze. The wolves prowled the shadows, their growls sending shivers through even the bravest knights. One by one, Eldrick's men faltered, their courage unraveling in the face of the forest's defiance. Eldrick, undeterred, pressed forward, his eyes fixed on the willow's silver glow. He reached the clearing where Sylvie stood, her small frame dwarfed by the tree's majesty. "Give me the heartwood, girl," he snarled, raising his axe, "or I'll cut you down with it." Sylvie met his gaze, her voice steady. "The willow's power isn't yours to take. It belongs to the forest, to those who cherish it." She touched the tree's bark, and its roots stirred, coiling like serpents beneath the earth. The willow's whispers grew into a song, a haunting melody that wove Sylvie's courage with the forest's strength. The roots surged, entwining Eldrick's legs, pulling him to his knees. The tree's voice filled his mind, showing him a vision of his life a lonely throne, a heart hardened by greed, and a legacy of dust. Eldrick dropped his axe, tears streaming down his face. "I sought youth," he whispered, "but lost my soul." The willow, wise and merciful, did not destroy him. Instead, it gifted him a seed from its branches, glowing faintly with its essence. "Plant this," it said through Sylvie, "and tend it with care. Wisdom, not youth, will heal your heart." The king returned to his castle, his army disbanded. He planted the seed in his barren courtyard, and under his care, it grew into a sapling that whispered faintly, teaching him patience and humility. His kingdom softened, its fields greening, its people smiling once more. Eldrick sent gifts to Greenhollow seeds, tools, and scrolls of peace, vowing never to harm the forest again. Sylvie remained with the Whispering Willow, her bond deeper than ever. The forest's creatures stayed close, their trust in her unyielding. Each dawn, she listened to the trees' tales, weaving them into remedies and stories for Greenhollow. The Verdant Realm thrived, its whispers carrying a simple truth. Love and unity outshine even the sharpest axe, and they all lived happily ever after.